Good morning, welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We have some cloudy conditions out there currently. Going to see some rain showers approaching from the south and west today as an area low pressure moves over the region this evening, and that's going to give us rain showers likely with some embedded heavier rain showers and even a chance of a thunderstorm for the late evening hours today. So active weather day. We'll have stronger winds as well across the region for later this afternoon into the evening hours, with a wind advisory likely by mid-afternoon today. So taking a look at our sounding from this morning, we have a freezing level at 2,700 feet, winds out of the northeast to east-northeast, 1,000 feet at 18 knots, and becoming southeasterly at 3,000 knots, then southwesterly to west-southwesterly throughout the column, and up to 25,000 feet we see our wind at 80 knots, and that is the peak wind this morning. Taking a look at our current surface analysis, we have a developing area low pressure across the Carolinas, additional area low pressure across the Ohio Valley that is feeding this area low pressure of the Carolinas and giving that its strength, and that's going to develop and continue to do so and move over the Delmarva Peninsula once we move into the late evening hours today. We have a cold area high pressure across the northeast states that's currently retreating, and that is going to allow for this area low pressure to move over the region. If this area high pressure was a bit farther to the west and more established, we'd probably be dealing with a winter storm here. But due to that area low pressure not being in the correct location and allowing this area low pressure to ride along the coastal plain, that's going to give us just some rainfall and some much more mild air moving in for this evening. So taking a look at the radar imagery that's across the area this morning, you can see the rain showers approaching from the south and west and moving towards the region. Looks like we're going to see that rainfall moving in here probably about 10:30 to 11 o'clock this morning. Could even see some sleet pellets if you're up across the north and western portions of the Delmarva Peninsula this morning, as the precipitation shield's arriving a little bit quicker than expected, so that cold air hasn't retreated quite yet. But overall, just going to be a rain event across the Delmarva Peninsula in general, and going to see, even as I mentioned, that slight chance of a thunderstorm this evening. And taking a look at the HRRR model for today and the derived reflectivity as well as precip type, you can see a little bit slower with the precipitation shield moving in, but overall going to see that precipitation shield really build in the region after noon today, and that's going to providing us with some moderate rainfall after about 3 to 4 o'clock this afternoon, and even a chance of a thunderstorm from about 1700 local to 1900 local, or 5 to 7 p.m. You can see that area of higher DBZs moving through the region. This is at 7 p.m. this evening, and can't rule out a thunderstorm with that deeper convection or heavier rainfall moving through the region. Going to continue to see that rain snow line move north and west into the big cities, and seeing that most likely Baltimore and Washington will turn over to all rain once we move into the evening hours today, as that warm nose at 850 millibars moves to the region and the surface temperatures warm up as well. So looking like if you're trying to find some snowfall, that's going to be in the Appalachian Mountains into central Pennsylvania with this system. And moving into the late evening hours, we'll have another band of possibly some wraparound moisture moving through the region around midnight or a little bit beforehand. But overall, that's only a slight chance of occurring, and most likely just some spotty showers if it does occur. Then we move into tomorrow morning. Here's 9 local on Thursday morning. You can see cloud cover starting to move through and off the coast. We're going to have additional upper level disturbance moving through for Friday morning. You can see here just some very isolated flurries or some sprinkles Friday morning. Can't rule it out across the Wallops region. The best chance of that would be across the northern and central Delmarva for the Delmarva Peninsula, but overall a very slight chance of that occurring. And taking a look at the European model for the next few days, it shows that pending snowstorm across interior portions of the Mid-Atlantic region, with that area low pressure moving very close to the Wallops region this evening, and moving off the coast for Thursday. And then Friday, we have that additional upper level disturbance moving through the region for Friday morning, possibility of a sprinkle or flurry. And then for Saturday morning, we'll have high pressure building into the region, and that's going to provide us with a cold start to the day, but temperature should moderate some for Saturday, and then we move into Sunday, looking like we'll have a slightly warmer day across the region, With a cold front approaching, could see a sprinkle or two, but overall chances are fairly slim for Sunday. And for Monday, looks like we have split flow in the jet stream, with the southern stream energy well south of the region, as well as the northern stream energy well north of the region. So we're going to be kind of split in between those two. And right now it doesn't look like these two systems will phase, and that'll just give us some tranquil weather for Monday, fairly seasonable for this time of year. So moving to Tuesday of next week, looks like we have high pressure built in from the west behind that departing system on Monday, and should see, once again, fairly tranquil conditions and seasonable weather. So looking at our risk chart for today, we'll have those rain showers coming in for later this morning, and we'll also have that rain likely for the afternoon hours. Look like we'll have an afternoon high around 53 and then an evening high around 58. So once that rain does start for this afternoon, should see those temperatures fall a few degrees and then rise towards the late afternoon hours, and then continue to rise for the evening hours, with a high around 58. We'll see a low tomorrow morning at 35. The winds will be out of the northeast to east this morning and then turning southeasterly for this afternoon. We'll see most likely a wind advisory by about 1600 local, and then seeing a chance of that occurring before that. But overall, our gustiest conditions will come with that low pressure moving through during the evening hours today. We'll continue to see winds most likely above 25 knots through tomorrow morning, with northwesterly winds building in for the overnight hours. We'll see a slight chance of a thunderstorm at 20% this evening, as well as a slight chance of seeing some heavy rainfall across the region. And with the saturated soils we do have from the previous rainfall, and expecting about 1 inch to 2 inches of rainfall this evening, could see some localized flooding across the region, especially in the low-lying areas with the heavier rainfall moving through. As for our 24-hour terminal forecast, going to see those ceilings around 2,500 feet and lowering this morning. Should see that rainfall build in, with ceilings below or at 1,000 feet for this afternoon, with the rainfall likely, chance of heavy rainfall after 1,600 local, and a 20% chance of thunderstorm between 1,700 and 1,900 local. We'll see that rainfall activity should end around 8 p.m. or 20 local this evening, with a slight chance till midnight, and then thereafter we should be dry, with ceilings around 1,500 feet and possibility that we do have VFR conditions if those clouds move out a bit quicker tomorrow morning. So our tides are 1 foot above normal, and could see some very minor coastal flooding with that area low pressure moving through this evening in the typical areas that see surge, with a slight increase with that low pressure coming through. Could see some minor coastal flooding across the region. So for Thursday and Friday, mostly to partly cloudy on Thursday, breezy early with a high of 44 degrees. We'll see those winds around 25 knots during the morning on Thursday. Thursday night, partly to mostly cloudy and cold, a low of 31. And for Friday, mostly cloudy and chilly, a high of 42 degrees. Green chart across the board for Thursday and Friday. Saying the next 7 days, our best chance of rainfall will be today into the evening hours tonight. Thursday should be dry. Friday, about a 10% chance of that flurry or sprinkle during the morning, and those cold temperatures at 42 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, we'll see temperatures starting to moderate at 45 on Saturday, 51 on Sunday. We'll see a 20% chance of a sprinkle or a light rain shower on Sunday, with mostly cloudy conditions. And then beginning next week, we'll see temperatures fairly seasonable for this time of year in the lower to mid-50s, with partly cloudy conditions expected as high pressure moves to the region on Monday and Tuesday. Well, that's going to complete our 10 a.m. weather briefing. I hope everybody has a great day today. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 and at 10 a.m.